Hey everybody, welcome back to Cedar's Adventure. First of all, I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers that have subscribed in the last few weeks. The channel is slowly getting towards 200 subscribers and I never thought I'd even get past 50, so that's awesome, thank you very much. So I'm just going to talk about why I haven't posted in a while. First of all, I was at Thorpe Park, which used to be my home theme park when I was at college, when I lived in England, and yeah, I remember that park being a lot better than it was. I had a really good time regardless, but I used to go there quite often and it just wasn't really the same anymore. I feel like the rides needed a good clean or a repaint. The areas just weren't, the atmosphere wasn't really there. The Rapids was closed, Rush is closed. Obviously, you know that Slammer is no longer going to be operating. What else was closed? Can't remember now, but there was quite a few attractions closed. They were doing one train operations on every ride, and it wasn't a busy day, but things like Colossus had a 45-minute wait just because it had one train, whereas Nemesis had a one train, but the wait was only 10 minutes. So I don't know, it wasn't the greatest day of operations and things. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I had a good day. I do like Thorpe Park, but I think after also going to Cedar Point, the rides just seemed so much smaller. But there we go. And then also, I was actually at a new park for me this week, which was Hansa Park in Germany. And I really loved it there, it was really great. It's nice, always nice to go to a new theme park. Hansa Park, as you know, has Kärnan, which is a giant Gessler infinity coaster. I believe it's the tallest roller coaster in Germany. It was so good. I must say it was a little bit rough on the transitions, but I think it's just because it's a go slower. I think if Intamin had built it, it would have been a little bit smoother, but it was still a really good concept, great roller coaster. I really did love it. I put it in my top 15, I'd say. Yeah, I'm not going to give too much away if you don't know much about it, but it has some real good secret surprises in there, and the whole just idea of the ride I think was brilliant and I really loved it. So if you've not been to Hansa Park, I do suggest you go there. Not only just for that ride, there are some other good attractions there. So yeah, I had a really good day. It was raining, but I do suggest you go there if you're nearby or if it's easy for you to get to and you haven't been. So back to my Park Cedar's adventure. I am building a Tidal Wave style ride. The Tidal Wave doesn't actually come in the game yet. There's no big splashdown or anything like that. But so I've just used the log flume for it, just because I felt like the park needed another water attraction. And I've just gone for like a double down here, and I've ran the train transport ride underneath, which I thought was quite cool over the water there. This ride is kind of break up that kind of side of the park where I feel like the park should kind of stop. So behind that I can kind of do some foliage and that kind of thing, and you can really get a sense of where the park border is. This water ride is actually next to the wooden coaster I built last week, or the week before, whenever the last video came out. And it is going to be a part of that little kind of area with the little plaza up there. So I'm just going to leave you now to watch what I'm building, and then I shall come back to you later on in the video to talk about what I've done. So I'll see you then. that's basically the water attraction done. I've done most of the work on it, the queue line and the station and everything. So now I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the kind of plaza area around it. Now you may have seen me done this before, but I'm going to talk through it again. I'm doing a train track crossing, and I'm doing this one on the diagonal this time. But basically I do this with the track edit mod, and I basically lay down a piece of track and then I drag it across, and then I run the path underneath. And then when you save the game and open it again, you wouldn't be able to put the path underneath it, so you have to do it in that time frame that you do it in. But this allows guests to be able to walk over your train track. And I did actually do a check to see if when the train comes and people are on it, if they get ran over, but that doesn't happen. The train just goes right through them and they're safe, so things like that don't happen in the game. But basically just kind of breaking up from one side of the park where you would go through to the wooden coaster, as if maybe that this area was kind of a new addition to the park when they were expanding it, and they thought, oh, we could build a new wooden coaster, so they've kind of built this area. So that's the kind of look I was going for. So I'm going to build a little gift shop here for the wooden coaster. I feel like there would be some merchandise that they would sell for it, as well as some lockers for people to put their belongings. So all that's going to be done in the next kind of 5 minutes or so. So I'm just going to go straight into doing that now. All these kind of things you've seen me do kind of before, I think, in this park, especially with the lockers and how I do the lockers. I've experimented along the way of different ways of doing it, but I generally do it in the same way every time. So I'm going to use the diagonal doors, which are from Shy Guys 1 set. And then I'm just basically going to just put some black trims around them, make them look a bit more like lockers. There's going to be a roof on this anyway, so you're not really going to be able to see the lockers. But they're just there just to make it okay that I did do lockers. I don't want to just build an empty room. So as I've said before, the wooden coaster is going for like a mystery adventure kind of thing. And so that's the kind of theme I'm going for with the gift shop and the locker room. Kind of using some wood and the logs and the green colours. Going to put some crates down and things just to make it look a bit more like adventurous in that area. I thought it would be cool to use the logs from the pillars as a fence, so I just kind of tried that out here, and it does look kind of cool. I do go back around and edit it a little bit, but I just basically placed them along I think it did the 8 or 9 size grid. And just kind of gave this area like a different style of fence. I mean, I always use the same fences over and over, and it's good to always change up your fences in a park and make it a bit different and give the park areas a variety. So that's what I've done here with these wooden pillars. Now I'm going to go quickly into this gift shop. This is one of these simple square gift shops that has glass sides that open. Very similar to the one that I actually built over by the drop tower, if you remember me building that. So I'm just going to let you watch me build this. After this I do a few more little details around the park and just clean up the areas. So thanks for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe. If you want to stick around to the end, I do have some screenshots of what I've done so far. It's a pleasure building. I've really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Dozen guys thinking about those things. None of them lasted more than 3 days.
for this show.